Hello everyone, and welcome to Hyrule Tech. I am Joey Inghaus, and this is the 1 week update on the Nintendo Switch, and at the end of the video I will be discussing if you should buy it or not. So basically, I've had the Nintendo Switch for about a week now. I got it last Thursday night into Friday at midnight, and honestly, I'm really loving this thing. It's nice and sleek. It's super portable. I've been playing this in all kinds of iterations. I've been playing it in the dock with the controllers attached to the Joy-Con grip, which I have here. I was really concerned at first about how this would work out because a lot of people were complaining that it felt too small or it felt weird or it didn't feel comfortable in the hands and I should definitely pick up a Pro controller. But I thought that I should test it out first in the grip because I don't want to spend $70 if I don't even need it on a controller. So I've been trying out this iteration with the Joy-Con grip, and honestly, it's been fantastic. I have no complaints. It is significantly smaller than an Xbox One or a PS4 controller, but actually I prefer this feel over the feel of an Xbox controller or a PlayStation controller, and it's really weird, but having the ergonomics in the back is really nice where it still has a handle that I can hold on to, and I've been playing this while I've had it docked and also when I've been using the kickstand on the back of the unit for tabletop mode if I'm carrying the grip with me. But if not, I have also been playing without the grip and I've just been playing like this if I have downtime during school or something like that, or I'm taking this on the go and I don't have the grip with me. This has actually been perfectly fine as well. People were complaining about how it was hard to reach all the buttons if you didn't have a grip on it and it was difficult to just hold these two separately, but I'm actually not having any problems with it whatsoever, and I'm really loving the feel of this overall. A lot of people have talked about their favorite way to play, and honestly, I'm not sure what my favorite way to play is. It's only been a week. I've probably played docked the most. The least thing I've played is portable, where the controllers are actually attached to the unit itself, but even playing like this, it's super comfortable, it's not bad, it doesn't feel too wide or anything, it's not too heavy, it's the perfect weight, it doesn't feel flimsy, at least my unit doesn't, and overall, it's really fantastic. A lot of people have reported that they're getting scratches on their screen or something like that when they're putting it into the dock. I personally haven't had any of these issues. There's also reports of connectivity issues with the left Joy-Con, but I haven't had any issues with that either. Apparently the way you fix the left Joy-Con issue was basically just by having the Joy-Cons attached to the actual unit when you did the day one update, and if you didn't do that, then you just need to reboot the system with the Joy-Cons attached. So I just kept them attached when I did the day one update, and I haven't run into any connectivity problems or glitches or anything. The only problem or bug that I've run into was a couple days ago. I was playing Shovel Knight and the unit was docked on the TV and I was playing with the grip and the controllers and I was playing Shovel Knight. It was just me playing, and the problem I ran into was that I was pressing the home button to go back to the menu, but nothing was happening. I was still able to navigate the menus inside of Shovel Knight and it wasn't actually navigating the menu. And then so I tried holding down the home button to power it off, and the power off menu came up to put it into sleep mode, but when I tried to move around and actually select the power off option, it was still only selecting things within the game of Shovel Knight, even though the power off screen was being displayed. So that was the only issue I ran into. I hard reset the unit by holding down on the power button, and that seemed to solve my issue, and that was it. The screen on this thing is beautiful. It's gorgeous. I mean, it's just stunning. Yes, it's only 720p. If you're a big pixel nerd, then maybe that's going to be a problem for you, but honestly, it hasn't been a problem for me. The pixel density on the unit itself is so spectacular that you don't even notice that it's 720p because there's so many pixels there for the resolution or whatever. So let's jump into some games. First off, we'll go with the one that everyone's been talking about, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, just like the Metacritic score says, which is at a 98 after like 60 critic reviews, which is insane. This game is fantastic. The Legend of Zelda has been so much fun. I haven't even scratched the surface. I'm really taking my time and just kind of intaking and exploring the entire world because there's so much to do within the game, but I'm actually having a lot of fun with it. There's so many things to unlock. A really cool feature that's in the game, actually, that I wanted to talk about as well, is the amiibo functionality. So, I don't want to spoil anything, but each amiibo has a different use, and once you unlock this Sheikah Slate function within the game for amiibos, you can scan in each Zelda amiibo that you have once a day, and you get special items like food or rupees, and then you get a treasure chest, and inside that treasure chest is different items. And for some of the Legend of Zelda amiibos, there's actually special things that you can't get just in the game. So that's actually been really cool. I'm really enjoying this because if I'm in a situation, you know, where I'm low on food or weapons or something, I know that at least once a day I can count on these amiibos to get me out of a tough spot. So anyways, overall, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is fantastic. I haven't really progressed in the story that much because, like I said, I've just been exploring the world and I've been taking down shrines as I see them, and it's been a lot of fun, but I really like this game and I highly recommend it. I think it's a system seller. Yes, it's available on the Wii U, but why would you buy a Wii U to get the last Nintendo game that's going to be available on a console when you can get this console instead for what, like $100 more? Or I don't even know what the Wii U is. It might still be $250, but I personally think that you should get the Switch instead of getting a Wii U to play this game, and I know that that's been a big argument, is, oh, it's on Wii U as well, but on Wii U, it doesn't look as good. There's several frame rate issues, which are awful. Yes, there are frame rate issues in this version as well, but they're non-existent in handheld mode. It's only in dock mode, which is really interesting, but they're not even that noticeable. Yes, you run into them, but they don't take away from the overall experience of the game, I can promise you that. But anyways, yeah, this game's fantastic. So my biggest argument for getting this on Switch instead of Wii U is that with the Switch, this is the very first game out of a gigantic library that's going to come out for the Switch of Nintendo exclusive games. And this is a heck of a way to start off a console generation, in my opinion. I'm pretty sure it's the best launch game ever when it comes to ratings. It beat out Super Mario 64 and, you know, things like that. So I highly recommend it. When comparing to the PS4 and Xbox One, you know, it's always, oh, PS4 and Xbox One had more games at launch. But is Knack or Rise really going to compete with a Legend of Zelda game? I mean, come on now. So this game has been super impressive. I'm looking forward to continuing to, you know, traverse the world and continue to explore because I'm having a blast so far. Now, the other game that I picked up at launch was 1-2 Switch. And I don't understand why this game is getting so much flack like it is, because everybody's saying, oh, blah, 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 it's not Wii U Sports. You're right. It's not Wii U Sports. It's a brand new game, and that's what you need to realize before you just jump into this, is you shouldn't be expecting something else because there was a Wii Sports. This isn't trying to be Wii Sports. It's trying to be the Switch's Wii Sports title, per se. So Wii Sports was made to highlight the use of Mii's, because Mii's were new, and the motion controls. And I think it did a fantastic job with that, and it was great. 1-2 Switch is supposed to highlight the motion controls, the vibration engine, and all the different things that the Switch can do, and showing off that bundled in the box, you have 2 controllers that you can use separately, and that's fantastic. I'm actually having a lot of fun with this game. I've been bringing it to events. I actually had a performance last weekend at my school, and in between performances, the entire cast, well, not the entire cast, but most of the cast was playing this game for the 2.5 hours that we had. We were just competing with each other and having fun with all the different mini games like Sword Fight, Wizard Battle, Quick Draw. There's so many weird games in here that are weird and quirky, and if you have a crowd of people who are going to have a good time with it and not worry about how they look or whatever, this game is fantastic. Everybody's going to look weird while they're doing it, but you also get in a good laugh, and people get pretty competitive with this game as well. So overall, the Switch has been a fantastic console. I really have no complaints. I'm not running into any software issues or anything like that that anyone else is reporting. I love how amazing it feels to just be like, oh, I have to go somewhere. Don't worry, I can just bring my Switch with me. Like, it's not, oh, I need to wait until I get home to play my new console. I can play it wherever I am, whenever I have downtime, or I can play it on a big screen just like, you know, any other home console. I'm enjoying this thing and I'm having a blast. I also picked up Snipperclips and Shovel Knight at launch. I picked up the $25 version of Shovel Knight, the Treasure Trove, which includes all 3 DLCs, the yet-to-be-released King Knight, the brand new Spectre Knight DLC, and then Plague Knight DLC that came out a while ago as well. They're all bundled in. Shovel Knight feels fantastic on it. It's hard because, you know, the D-pad is different, but the D-pad still feels fantastic. The buttons feel great, so no complaints there. With Snipperclips is my favorite co-op game probably besides 1-2 Switch, because it's so strategy based, and yes, there's a mode where you can play one player, but I really wouldn't recommend playing one player. This is a game that you should have to show off the functionality of the console. It's the game that I've probably played the most in tabletop mode, where I just prop out the back kickstand here, and I take these controllers off, I hand one to a friend, and we just play like this, and it's been a lot of fun. It's nice because everything's quick, you know, and that's what I really like about the Switch's library. Even though it's small right now, it's very diverse as well, because you have a game like Snipper Clips, which takes like 5 minutes to play, or you have a game like 1-2 Switch, which also only takes like 2-3 minutes. You can have really quick sessions and all these different mini games, or you have games like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, where if you're stuck on a plane or in a car or waiting for something and you have a while, then you can jump in and play this for hours on end, or however long you need to. And with that, a big complaint has been battery life. Now, I personally have not run into any battery life issues whatsoever. I've been bringing this with me to school every day. I've been bringing the console with me. And when I have downtime, I've been playing at lunch, I've been playing on the bus, and my battery has never dipped below 50% before I got home. So I haven't even gotten to try out my portable charger or my other USB Type-C cable yet, just because it's been a beast and it hasn't failed me yet. So I guess the big question is it worth it? Should you buy it? Personally, I think that you should. If you're not too worried about, the fact that the games aren't, running on high-end graphics or all this other crap, and you actually care about the experience of the game, because, the game is what's important, not how powerful it is or how much it can render or blah, blah, blah. If you're focused on game experiences, then I think this thing is absolutely perfect. I'm loving this so much, and it's honestly just been fun to play with. There's a lot of good games coming out soon, like Mario Kart, Splatoon, Super Mario Odyssey, amongst others like ARMS and Skyrim and NBA 2K18. So I feel like as the year goes on, there's going to be more and more reasons to purchase this than there already are. But even right now, if you just want a portable experience, there's plenty of reasons to pick one up. Everybody that I've shown this to has been sold on it almost instantly once I show the functionality, and honestly, people are loving 1-2 Switch. That's the thing that people love, is being able to, pick up a controller and just play. And there's so many great diverse experiences already available when there's only like 8 games available right now. So personally, I think it's totally worth it. I'm excited to see what's going to come in the future with things like Virtual Console and the online service, which is supposedly going to be really, really cheap per year, like $2 a month cheap. And I honestly think that as the year goes on, there's only going to be more and more reasons to pick this up. So this has been Joey from Hyrule Tech. Like this video if you liked it. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I know that lately it's been a lot about the Switch, but in the future there's going to be other things like a For Honor gameplay going up soon possibly, along with some things revolving more around the tech side of the channel, because I know it's been gaming right now and a lot about Switch, but look forward to a diverse amount of things on the channel. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.